Hi. Oh my gosh. We've just started this amazing 5-day challenge, and we want to make sure that you go through it with us, letting you know how you can book those clients and bring in that revenue. And by the end of this challenge, you're going to be ready for your holiday sales.
We are ready, but not ready. The holidays are just around the corner. We're going to help you get there. We're also going to be sharing some business busters and our tips on how to get through it so you can have an amazing holiday and enjoy it to the fullest. Hi, everyone. I'm Patty, co founder of Festively, and I am also a mom of two boys and a lovely stepdaughter who's getting married just in a couple of weeks. So it's super exciting. We're full blown wedding season. As a mom, we host a ton of parties and celebrations. And so that was one of the biggest reasons why Festively was a passion project. We wanted to help people connect with local talented vendors and have an easier time hosting a party.
Hi, everybody. I'm Iris. I'm also the co founder of Festively. And Patty and I do have that thing in common where we are mom boys. I have two young boys, and they are ages 10 and 8. And we just had this huge party for Nicholas, who turned 8. And like Patty said, we love hosting parties for our family and for our friends. And one thing that we realize is that it just takes so much effort, and to figure out ways to kind of automate it or make this experience easier for you, whether you are a business or whether you are another mom hosting a party. Festively exists for you, and we're so proud to be able to bring that to you.
All right. So today, our focus is how to make sure that you've got a way to get paid. But there's a lot that goes behind that, right? You've got a lot of great things in your favor. You've got a great product. Now you've got your social media going, you've got your marketing. You've kind of figured out what you're going to do. But sometimes there's some obstacles in the way for making you you're not an octopus, right? You don't have like 8 arms to be able to do everything at once. And so we're actually going to try to talk about some tips and ways to make your life easier as a business owner, of course, with the end results of getting paid.
Ooh, you know what I like to call that? Business busters. Like, what are those things out there as a business owner that's busting your bubble, right? Where that's hindering you from being your best, it's really stopping you from growing your business. So let's talk about it. What do you want to talk about first? Like,
Okay. Yeah. So we've got a couple of thoughts here. So we've kind of thought through, we've had a lot of conversations with a lot of entrepreneurs over the years. And so there's a few things that have come up that we want to kind of give some tips around.
okay.
So, one, let's start with the first one. You are a solopreneur, you're doing this by yourself. How can you better juggle all the things?
Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, as a mom of boys, I am juggling a whole bunch of stuff, right? There's life and there's business, but then as a business owner and as an entrepreneur, you're what? Customer service, you're doing sales tactics. Then if you are, producing a product or service, you're actually putting your hands in and really kind of, making your business, and delivering and doing everything. So how do we really kind of prioritize all that? What do you think?
Yeah, so I'm going to start with trying. I think our number one tip is like automate as much as you can. So automation doesn't always have to be like a fancy computer thing or something that does something automatically. It could be as easy as you get the same question that gets asked over and over again. And so putting those frequently asked questions into like a Word document or something like that you can just copy and paste into the DMs or wherever people are asking you things is one form of automation. And then you can keep going. Like if you just look at different things, like automation is really like what's a repeatable process that you do or something you do over and over again and you're like, I feel like I'm spending so much time responding to this or doing this. Is there any way to like streamline it? And so that can also look like, really getting better about thinking about what your offers are and what that package looks like, what it includes. And so again, whether it's responding to an inquiry, or creating like an actual package or a listing of what that is, and then be having a way to like actually capture the order and then get paid right away. Like that's like the trifecta, right? So just thinking about systems or ways to automate, that would be my number one tip.
And I love that, right? And that's something we thought about when we were building Festively. It's when we're saying, how do we want to make sure that Festively is user friendly for the businesses? And how does it really add value to their processes? So, one thing you did say is have a process. Spend time documenting your process on how you engage with customer service, how you build your product, how you do your sales, and then think about ways to automate with Festively, and that's a service that we actually offer as part of our membership packages.
Yeah. And I'll say, because like I'm pretty good at like capturing, like documenting what I'm doing. And it's not like I mean it to do it intentionally, but like I'll create a notepad. Like these are all the things I have to do. But then I'm notorious about never looking back at that notepad and then just like figuring it out from the beginning all over again. And so, yeah, I think that's to your point. Like we did try to build that in so you don't have to think about it. If customers want to ask about something, then it's right there. But whether it's investively or otherwise, definitely capturing what you do is going to help you to be that octopus arm mom and and be able to do a lot more with the limited time you have.
Absolutely.
Okay. So another business buster question. You have great products, but you can't seal the deal. You're not getting that sale.
Oh, that's the hard one, right? When you know and you have that passion, you know that they need something, but what's really kind of like stopping you from connecting to your audience? I think that for us, a lot of resources that we tap into that have really helped us grow in this area. And really kind of, I would say the best tip is to know who your audience is, right? And to build that trust with them, and having and making sales is not just about telling them about your product or convincing them that this is the best one. I know I like to buy from brands that I can identify with. And so building those relationships and connecting with your audience is the first thing that you want to do, not just throw a product down their throat.
Yeah, we were talking with Janet and she says like the one of the first things she does is like go on to someone's social media. Like it doesn't matter if you've been recommended or not, but she'll go on their social media and just to like see what type of how they show up. And so this is why we're doing that workshop, right? To like help you get your photos, learn how to take great photos, learn how to like kind of get that in order because like it or not, people, first impressions matter. If I were to go onto a site and it's a lot of photos that are just not well done, it has an impact on the product. Like you just can't help it. You wish we shouldn't have to be that way, but it does. And so when you mentioned building trust part of that process is making sure that you are presenting yourself in a way that makes it easy for people to trust you. And then from there, like that's like step one, right? And then again, it's kind of goes back to that, like, what's the next step? They may find you, they may save you or follow you, but you want them to like take it to the next level and book. And so presenting, from that link in bio, I'm talking Instagram here, maybe TikTok or wherever you are, your link in bio, where are you sending them? Of course, a website is really important. And we think about it like I think we've heard people say like, oh, websites aren't that important nowadays. But I heard this from someone else recently too. Like, what's like the number one place that we buy from over and over again?
I mean, but also, I mean, do you want to give the answer?
Oh, I was going to ask you, what do you think? What's that number one place?
Amazon.
Yes, exactly. And what is it?
Amazon.
It's a website. Yeah, Amazon, it's a website. Or maybe it's Costco, maybe it's Instacart, whatever it is, but it's a website. They've put the effort into putting those products in front of you, making it look attractive, making it easy for you to buy and purchase. So it goes from like the trust of what it looks like to the process of actually working with you, checking out, and them take you taking their money, right? There's all these steps that kind of go into it. And so really just thinking through, that whole trust element of it. There's a way to build that into the way that you show up online, that really makes a difference.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna add was your online presence. It could be anywhere, but wherever it is, it has to represent you as a brand. And for so many years, there's been this digital divide with small businesses. And what did we learn during the pandemic? You have to have an online presence. A lot of times we've relied on word of mouth, and this person told us, and then they'll call you. Why spend so much time in the back and forth where there's technology that could really help and support your business? And if, when I was planning my son's birthday party, if I was looking for something that was different, I was like, let me go and see what they have online. Let me go check their YouTube. What else have they done? People want to do their research and they want to be easy to find you. And so we love that Festively is a place where people can come and find you, not just come and find one or two of your products, your whole cadre of offerings, whatever it is that you have to offer, you want people to see it. And we love that we can showcase that for you.
Yes, that again, we started Festively as moms that love to host parties. We are not in the events industry per se. We've been welcomed by the community, which we absolutely love. But at the end of the day, we are here to fill a need, and that's really for people that want to have a celebration to be able to easily find, discover, and book somebody that they want to book, or buy a custom gift from someone that they really want to buy from. So that's our job, is to try to make it easier. We're on a journey. We're every day we work on making our site better. But that's, we're here for you guys. All right, ready for another business buster?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you've got a business, you are getting clients, but you're not really making a lot of money.
That's not good.
Well, I mean, it's you're busy, you're getting referrals and everything else, right? But it happens, right? It's like you're paying out more than maybe what's coming in. So, any initial thoughts?
I mean, we've definitely been there, and really, it's not a bad thing. That's part of business. You are investing, right? Let's say you have an opportunity to sponsor an event, or let's say you have an opportunity to build a relationship, and sometimes you have to take that cut or make that deal in order to kind of boost your publicity. It's like a marketing budget. Marketing comes in so many different ways. And so you will invest in your business. Maybe you give your product away for this particular event or for this occasion. But in return, you can possibly bring some more folks in. So if it's marketing and if it's a strategic investment, then I say that it's a good thing that, that you're not bringing in those sales from that particular incident. But with great planning and budgeting, you start looking to see how much you are getting in return on that investment. Just like advertising, you invest dollars to kind of market yourself. How much does that cost you, and how much sales are you getting back in return? And guess what? If it doesn't work that first time, then you pivot, right, and you go to another strategy. And so I think that's all about building your business and really understanding where it's best for you to invest and get the best return on that investment.
Yeah, those are really good tips. I think the other thing, so we've been there, like you said. We've pivoted many times, like what's going to work? Is this going to work? Is that going to work? And so one is experience and learning. And I think what you're kind of describing is like, depending on how far along you are in your business, there is a time when you're just getting started and you do need to probably think about those opportunities. And sometimes you're not going to make the money on it, but it's going to lead to connections and things like that. Another angle is to kind of explore a couple of tactics that could help you to increase the revenue gained on any individual kind of transaction. And what that looks like is upsells, right? So, or packaging things. So going back to Amazon, what happens when you're checking out right away? Bam, they say, other people who bought this also bought. Yeah, you might also like, you know what? They're right. You see,
A
uh,
bundle,
what's that?
a bundle, right?
A bundle, exactly. A bundle. Like you're going to need this to go along with it. It could be something as simple as batteries for, a toy to, some gift and, some other accessories or something like that. So again, look at technology and look at other industries like bundling or offering an upsell is a great way to add a little extra revenue and still, you're still working with that client. So definitely look at that. Um, Another one is, we spend a lot of time finding new clients, but there's a lot of great clients that we've had in the past that we can go back to and let them know, like, hey, we've got this new offer. Now, all this takes time. I understand all that good stuff. But the reality is they worked with you before. You likely produced a great product or service. And, it's just a touch base. They've just forgotten, right? Their life goes on. But maybe there's a chance for them to like they're hosting something, another party, or there may be another gift that they may be interested in, and you can touch base and say like, hey, I've got this new offer, just wanted to let you know, or if there's anyone else that might be interested, I'd love a referral or love you to share or something like that. And at this point now, you've had like maybe it was that freebie that you did for them, and now you come back with like, hey, I've got this offer. There's something psychologically about like doing something for someone where they want to return the favor. And so, don't be afraid to like reach out to someone who you really hooked up and let them know that you've got this other offer, because you know what? They're going to feel like they owed it to you, and they might, go ahead and book or refer you to someone else. So just thinking about a couple of ways, to like help you increase that revenue based on, what you're already doing.
And I mean, I just want to plug that in the design of Festively, there's a lot of research done comparing some of the top sites out there. And so the fact that when you have your company and you list your offerings on Festively, there is an opportunity for you to upsell within the system. So if you are, if you're selling cookies and, maybe someone wants to do a dessert table, you may say, hey, you should probably get these cake pops to go with those cookies. So there's an opportunity for you to do that on Festively. And I think that it's been trending like this for a long time. So, retail stores, when you go to Macy's, when you go to all these other places. And I like it, as a matter of fact, because I'm a lazy shopper. Like, I'll have an idea of something that I'm looking for, but if you can like feed me other things that I should probably get, I might be like, you know what, you're right. Thank you so much, algorithm, for recommending that to me. So I love technology and what it has done to my shopping experience. I don't even really go to the malls that much. So
Well, I love that you said that about a lazy shopper. I'm a lazy shopper also. I if I see an outfit on like a mannequin, and if we're talking back at the mall, right? Like, where's that dress? Because you see it like on something and it looks really good, and you see it on the rack. I'd never have picked that, but it looks good on the mannequin. And then next thing you know, I try it on, I put it back because it doesn't look like that on me. But still, um, having some example and it's got the shoes and the jewelry. I'm like, I just want that. Like, I don't want to have to think about it. And you're right. If someone can present it in a way, that would be great. I'm going to add a note on that. I was on Instagram earlier, just, engaging with our folks. And there's somebody that does uh, cocktail stirs. I think we did a little story on them because we ordered them for Alyssa, my stepdaughter's bridal shower. So little cocktail stirs. And they did this really cute cocktail stir. It was like a peacock, no, a flamingo. And they added a little feather to
Oh,
it.
so
So
cute.
cute, right? So cute. And it made me think about another way of using your product that may not be the typical way that you would have sold it. So the thought that I came to mind was this would be a really great gift, like as a housewarming gift or for realtors as a gift to give to a new homeowner, or it could even be a refinance, right? There's a lot of gifting that gets done in business, right? But so my thought was like, there's like a little package with these custom stirs, the home the Hosea bar, right? Or something like that, right? Like something that makes you use someone's name in that marketing and they will love you forever. Um, that's everyone's favorite word. If you haven't read Think and Grow Rich is, or was it How to Win Friends and Influence People? Your name is your favorite word. It's just been tried and true, right? So if someone else says your name, you're like, oh, or you see something custom, it's beautiful. So use their name, but cocktail stirs, put a little bar package together for them. So now you're using your cocktail stirs. You've got a couple of other little the maraschino cherries and a couple of like other items. You didn't even have to get the alcohol, or you can if you want to, but make a little cute bundle where now you're not just selling your cocktail stirs, you're selling this whole little bundle to a realtor. And by the way, how many clients are they trying to woo all the time? So now you've got like a whole group of people that you can reach out to. So I'm not sure how I got on that topic, but I think what you were saying was present it in a package or present it like do the thinking for me. And I'll say like, I'd love that instead of having to like make me think about how to create a great gift.
That's okay. I was right there with you. I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, give me that box.
Exactly. Where can businesses go to get help? What are some resources that we recommend? Not only, of course, like we've done a lot with this challenge, but at the end of the day, we're talking about kind of presenting offers and turning them into sales, getting paid.
Everyone talks about um, YouTube University, and I was just thinking, like, why? Well, one TikTok, right, and YouTube University, like, why is it so engaging, and why do people rely on it for information? And I think because people are sharing their experiences. When someone is doing this YouTube tutorial or someone is talking about these tips on TikTok, they're talking about something they're passionate with or something they've experienced. And I think that's what's genuine, and that's the type of resources that you like. Or when you read a book, I like a book where people are talking about a story that they've experienced, and it makes me think about why the Festively community is so valuable, because these are all entrepreneurs. These are all people who've lived this journey, who are going through it right now, and they're just sharing it because they want someone else to be empowered by the experience. Maybe like when we were doing the copywriting, that was a challenge. And, then we posted on our IG stories the process and the tips on what we did. Like, what compelled us to share is because that was hard for us to get through. But guess what? We wanted to share because we didn't want someone else to have the hurdles that we had. And so there's kind of like this genuine care that you want to share your experience with others so that they can grow or they can avoid some of the mistakes. And I think that the Festively community comes together and shows up for each other because they have that kind of genuine caring to see others succeed.
Yeah, you made me think about how hard it is sometimes to share that experience with people that aren't in business.
Yeah.
Hang out with other friends and it's like, what's new? And it's like, all I've been doing is like home stuff and business stuff. And I feel like if I talk about that with them, it's either I sound like I'm, a workaholic, or I'm not like, in alignment with what's new with them. And, it causes you to hold back a little bit, and you don't always have that like group or person to really vent to where you can trust. And, just like have an actual where you feel like you can talk freely and be heard. So that is the beauty of the Festively community. We are still figuring out on our end how we can best show up for the community and make sure we open up spaces for that. Like, yes, there's education pieces, but then yes, the sharing is really, really valuable. And so things like the workshop that we're hosting, the styling your photos workshop, we're going to learn some things, but we're going to get together, and it's a great time to like, hey, how are you doing this? Like, what's a good technique for that? And be vulnerable, be able to find ways to grow in the current state that you are. And one of the things that Iris and I were just talking about implementing is a monthly membership meeting, if you will, an online meeting. But just a chance to like share wins, talk about like what we all need, like what everyone needs, how to help each other, and reconnect. A lot of other things as well, but so this is in addition to like the learning and everything else. So we really find it valuable, to your point, Iris, like the resources. It's like one thing for us to learn something, but we don't ever want to hang on to that just for the sake of like, I know it and now we have an advantage. Like, we want to share that, and we're building something where other people, that's the type of people we want in our community, that want to share, that want to show up for everybody else.
Awesome. I love that. And then, we also, what we do together, we celebrate. So when someone in the community wins or they have something to celebrate, we want to celebrate those wins as well together. So we learn together, but we also celebrate together.
I love it. Well, we ended our other sessions with asking folks if there's anything that we want to plug. And so what do we want to plug?
So we're doing a holiday and custom gifts guide that we're going to be promoting and marketing to a lot of the folks in our network, because we want to bring you some additional sales through the holidays. There's a lot of gift giving to your colleagues, to your family, to your friends, to your neighbors, to your clients, and we want to showcase you. So make sure you get on Festively, sign up now. Take advantage of the founders one-on-one to help coach you through your sign-up process if you're interested in that, and be a part of this wonderful community of entrepreneurs who are passionate about supporting each other and growing together.
Yes, I love it. And then just one note on that, events and custom gift guide. So we we may not be officially, doing the events, but we know a lot of people that host them. And that goes, we mentioned like we have a lot of corporate partners and associations and things like that. And so we're going to be really hitting the pavement, promoting your services as well as gifts. So they're going to have like holiday parties, they're going to have just opportunities to gather. And so that's part of our kind of guide as well. And, we talked about earlier, like maybe not always landing the sale. So what we learned, to Iris's point, is to kind of customize the pitch depending on who we're talking to. So we've done some really great things. Like we typically will put together a deck, PowerPoint deck, or something in Canva, where we create like a custom, what's that?
Mood board.
A mood board. Yeah, a mood board where we'll put together like a custom pitch for whoever we're working with. They're spending a lot of money. And so we really want to make sure that they know that we're committed to providing them with really amazing vendors. And we've thought about what their needs are. So we're really excited to bring this little, kind of gift guide to life. But we need you to sign up for our Festively membership and community so that we know that you're serious and that you're really interested. And one more thing around that, if you sign up for our Festively, we have 3 levels of membership: Festively Ready, which is it's no risk to join. You can sign up absolutely free. And if someone does book you, we just take a 7% fee from sales. So it's a great option. But we have 2 other options: Festively Set and Festively Go. And those are our paid plans. You can either join for an annual subscription for $2.99 a year, which gives you 2 months for free, or $29 per month, pay month to month. But once you do that, that really unlocks some extra special TLC from us. This is when we get to know you, we work with you to help make sure that, again, that your Festively profile is really looking good. We create those pitch decks. We include you in a lot more of our marketing efforts. It's just, this is our revenue model. This is how we make money, is really building this, this community up and trying to make sure that we've got everything we can, where we do everything we can to market you guys. So just wanted to share that out of transparency. That's what we do. And we'd love to have you. We'd love to represent you. We'd love to showcase you to our network. So join us.
Join us.